Hey, what's going on there, people of the fog? Check out this Hot Wheels shirt. Told you guys in the past that I was a big Hot Wheel collector, and it's funny because I remember picking up this shirt at Kmart like a few years ago when I saw it, and I was like, I have to have that shirt. Anyways, guys, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a follow-up video about NECA partnering up with Behaviour Interactive. So if you guys recall, I would do a follow-up video if they decided that they were going to get back to me, and they sure did get back to me. It's not a very pleasant response, but there is some slight glimmer of hope that maybe one day NECA would partner with Behaviour Interactive. I even tried to convince them. I don't know if it'll help any, but hopefully they change their minds through my convincing without being annoying. So on the screen here is the response that I got from them, and then my response, and then they also basically got to see my response from their response. So in the image here, and I'm just going to read it off from what I have on the screen here, they said, "Hello, we appreciate the suggestion for Dead by Daylight. We've gotten a few requests for the figures from the game, but have no plans on picking up the license." Again, sad day. I really hope they do reconsider. I believe again that there is profit to be made. Even the King replied back to me on my video for my NECA video that I released yesterday. It's saying pretty much the same thing, that there's a profit to be made here. I don't understand why they can't really see it. It's there, you know what I mean? So I don't really know why either Behaviour Interactive wants to partner up with NECA, because again, NECA, there's a big following for the horror figures. I believe that's where NECA makes the biggest of their profit in their action figures, is probably the horror part of it. You know, people are collecting like Leatherface, Chucky, Freddy, Jason's, all the part 5, 6, 7, 8 Jasons, and you know, you got like 2 Halloween Michael figures that are out now from NECA, and then you have an assortment of different Pennywise figurines as well. And you know, I believe a lot of where NECA gets their support is their horror genre. So you know, I would assume that people, you know, would also want to pick up these figures for Dead by Daylight, because I mean, there's a strong following for the game. People are very interested in horror because we're just very fascinated with it, the makeup, the effects, and everything that goes behind horror, even though it's a cheesy, crappy slasher film. And so, you know, I believe there's profit to be made on both sides, both Behaviour Interactive and NECA, so they really need to come together and make this happen, in my opinion. And if people didn't even know what the hell Dead by Daylight was, if they saw the figure just on the shelf at Target or something like that, they might be interested, because the figures, the killers themselves are just so eye-appealing, in my opinion, that they would be interested in wanting to know what the game is anyways, and probably picking up the figure while they're at it at Target. That's just my own opinion. So, getting back to basically the post here. So after reading it, they did say, though, however, we've gotten a few requests for figures from the game, which means I'm not the first person to ask this, which is some kind of good news, and that's what I'm saying. There's some hope there. If they see enough of us wanting these figures and asking about them on Facebook, they might reconsider their course of action and actually pursue getting the license from Behaviour to make their original killers, like the Spirit, the Hag, the Trapper, Billy, etc., etc. Of course, they wouldn't be able to make figures that they don't already have. Like, say, if they didn't already have the Leatherface license, they couldn't make Leatherface from Dead by Daylight, because obviously it's a licensed killer, understandable, copyright and all that. So yeah, there's some hope there, because people have also asked NECA, not just myself, that they want these figures. So I believe if we keep making requests to NECA, maybe they will decide to make these figures happen. So, but basically my response to them was just saddened to hear, but greatly appreciate the response. Hopefully one day you guys will. I believe there's profit to be made here on both ends, considering there's a strong following for horror NECA figures, and Dead by Daylight has made many different killers from when it was first released back in 2016, and is gaining popularity. And to an extent, it is true, the game is gaining a lot more popularity with the new additions to each content. When the archives came out, we had over like 53,000 players live on the game. It is dropped a little bit back down to an average about 25, 23,000. Peak is about 30,000 to 40,000. So, anyways, I thank you again for your response and have a good one. And as you can see there, they have seen the message at the bottom right corner there. So again, hopefully we get something out of this. I don't know. I really do hope they reconsider because I know the statues of the Trapper and the Wraith and the Hillbilly, I forget who made those, don't have it off the top of my head. But I'm not really interested in statues. I'm more interested in figurines because I get to pose them how I want on my shelves, and they're just not some stationary sort of set piece that I have on my shelf. I like having figures. I like swapping out accessories for them and displaying them on my shelf. And in some way, I'm still a kid at heart. I like having action figures. So I don't know, guys. Hopefully, some luck will come our way and that we'll get some sort of merchandising. If it's not NECA figures, it's pop figures. I'd be willing to just be satisfied with pop figures, even though they're not my thing. I would be willing to still purchase them because it's still the closest that I can get to a figurine of either the Trapper, Hillbilly, etc., on this shelf up here. Anyways, guys, I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are on this. Are you just as disappointed as myself? I would like to hear back from you guys, so please feel free to leave that in the comment section below, and I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.